joining me on Facebook and on YouTube already. I'm seeing you there. I am here. And we're going to be talking about several things that are in the news today. I was hearing in the news about the oil prices, that we in Trinidad and Tobago are not going to really be benefiting from the oil and gas, and also from the conversation with the Prime Minister yesterday, there's so much that was being said by the Prime Minister. I don't know. I am convinced that there are people who, despite what this Prime Minister do or say, they will always find, just like with anybody, people have been seeing how his response to the whole Paria situation, where he's now putting a commission of inquiry in place and stuff like that. People saying that he's behaving like a spoiled child. And you hear all those commentators, despite how Dr. Rowley talk, despite how he says what he says, there are people who says that he behaves arrogant. Now they say he behaving like a spoiled child. They're finding all sorts of things to say in the way Dr. Rowley will address or deal with a situation. So for some people, and I hope that in the minds of a lot of people who share their views on Dr. Rowley, they have never heard any of those commentators have anything positive to say. They find he's too arrogant. Some people find he's behaving like a spoiled child. And you hear all these negative connotations to Dr. Rowley's character. And you wonder, how is it? No, money could buy silver. Money could buy. So that is something that I have been observing. It's an observation that I have recognized so far with people who try their best to commentate on Dr. Rowley's interaction with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say something. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in a meeting with somebody or you are around somebody who annoys you? Some of these commentators who talk on me and want to label Dr. Rowley all these different things. You sometimes wonder if they have never been that he is not human. He should not be easily annoyed, or he should not be annoyed by foolish and I'm trying to find the right words to say. But again, coming out of the conversation with the Prime Minister yesterday evening, from listening to the news, you hear now that the Prime Minister has now squashed the investigating, the team that was put together to investigate Paria. He has now squashed that team, and he is now looking at forming a commission of inquiry, and he says that it's going to be a lot. So we're going to come back after this COVID-19 update.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of March 8th, 2022 stands at new positive cases 432, total active cases 22,093, total recovered patients 105,204. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present 130,964. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Right, so that was our COVID-19 update that we just got there from Mr. Thomas, Jason Thomas. Yes, so the discussion is out there about Dr. Rowley squashing the investigations and now forming an inquiry into Paria and the incident that took place at Paria. All right, so he's now doing and there are some people who saying that he thought he said that he's not taking any advice from Miss Bissessa. Miss Bissessa never told Dr. Rowley to have any inquiry. Yeah? So I hearing that on other radio stations, and I'm like, but she never said anything about an inquiry. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Maybe I did miss, but I cannot recall at any time Ms. Bissessa advising Dr. Rowley to have an inquiry into what took place at Paria. That's one. Two, so there are people who are up in arms that, there's some people who are against him having an inquiry because they said it would be a feeding trough, all right, a feeding trust for lawyers and stuff like that. I was thinking, this is me thinking out loud, if you're talking about having an inquiry and it's public, let's say it's a public inquiry where people will be coming and it will be broadcast live and you can hear all the testimonies, you can hear all of what took place publicly. I'm thinking out loud, that may just be beneficial. It may just be beneficial. If you're thinking about the investigations, this is me thinking out loud, Trinidad and Tobago, and I want you all to understand that. So I am looking at the difference between the inquiry and the investigations. Now, there are people who are thinking that the investigations could be spinned. It could go any which way. An investigation can change. You can be on what, you could be one-sided in your investigations. So, and some people are saying that based on who they're putting in the investigation could be on the side of Paria. And you hear all those discussions in the public domain about the investigations as a cover-up. You hear that? They don't want Shell, they don't want BP, and they're saying Shell and BP should stay out because they are state, they are friends of the state. And you hear things like that. On top of that, so people saying that the inquiry, the investigation, the investigation would have had a lot of flaws because it started off bad. That's how they were talking. And if you're having an investigation, the investigation is not going to be public to say that you would know step by step of everything that they're going through. But with the inquiry, and if it's a public inquiry, then you can hear all that's happening, all that is going on, all that went on, all the OSHA, and all of that people are putting forward, right? And I don't know if you all realize, and I try my best really to stay away from that whole Paria discussion. Because why? I don't want to get into the emotional aspect of it. Because emotionally you can say, oh, it's had the true blames everywhere. But when you heard that there was an investigation, you were saying, okay, let's wait until the investigation is finished. And then you can now deduce from the investigation who was right and who was wrong. With the inquiry, again, the inquiry for me, as I said, if it's a public inquiry, then you will have the minds, the brilliant minds, to sit, listen to the inquiry, and ask intelligent questions on what, on things that would be showing itself in the inquiry. We have had inquiries in this country before, and a lot of people are saying that inquiries is just a feeding trust for lawyers and people who would not, who does not the country best interest at heart. They're just there to make our money. Fair enough. I hear that. Right? But my question again, Trinidad and Tobago, is some people are also, I don't want to leave out this, some people saying that if the issue was the gentleman who resigned or stepped down from the investigation, if the problem was him, then all Dr. Rowley had to do was just find somebody else and put it. I don't think it was just as simple as him. And there are people who are trivializing it and making it sound as though it was just him. Because you're hearing it now that people are saying it's a crime scene.
Oh yeah, immorally bankrupt. In their mouth, truth dies like flies. Save us from the corrupt. Restore hope in our children's eyes. This is my voters' prayer. Cause we lean on your guidance. Oh yeah, hear my voters' prayer.
So, yeah. I am hearing all that is being talked about, right? But you know what, Trinidad and Tobago? Minister Stuart Young, the Minister of Energy and Energy Affairs, would have said some things in the Parliament yesterday. He would have said some things in the Parliament yesterday that I would like to play back for you to hear of what he had to say. As 1, 2. On Friday, you know, I have my open door policy. And on Friday, my third guest who is going to be with me will be the Minister in the Ministry of Education, Miss Lisa Morris-Julian. All right. She is going to be in studio with me on Friday. So look forward to having the Minister in the Office of the Ministry of Education, Miss Lisa Morris-Julian. All right. And she has confirmed today that she's going to be with me. So look forward to hearing from her. I also look forward to having her live in studio and having you interact with her.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Camilla and she team will never have nothing to say good about Dr. Rowley. So we just have to move on, listen to what our Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago saying. That is what they cannot take, you know. We have a good Prime Minister. That is where hurting Camilla heart. And that heart will hurting she. It will send she to she grave. Or stay and suffer right there. You hear? Pastor Google? With that pain in she heart. But last night, TV6, no TTT, never say Dr. Rowley was coming over the air. I want to know if you tell them that when news finish. Right? And just make it a surprise. All of them is for Camilla. You hear? These people? Waste of time. But we will continue to pray and pray so that this man will stick out a few years that he say he will remain there. And I wish if he could say he change his mind too. Right? And I pray that we'll find somebody suitable to place there. If he intend to really leave us, right? My love and my heart goes out to him. Bless Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Anything but this Prime Minister do for the benefit of this country, people not satisfied. They even make a big fuss about the lifting of certain health regulations with respect to COVID. They're making a fuss about that. Even with the carnival situation, about the case at Carnival. They make a fuss about it. Any little thing that Dr. Rowley do, people are not, certain people are not happy with it. You can't please people again. What more all you want? It's really sad, Pastor Google. Because they want to force the government to call an early election. No election until 2025. Why did I talk about the brother who gone to Dubai, who promised the people of Tobago the 10,000 the extra share payment? He gone abroad. But they study on Dr. Rowley. It's hard to please people here. I go on.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Papa G.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, I tuned into that conversation with the Prime Minister, Pastor G. That was like a movie. Yeah, why I'm telling you? I don't think you get leadership out of any institution or them bogus party and then UNC at the top. Like how we getting it here right now. I find it was such a wonderful even these questions. I find they should have taken some of them people to ask questions when the media have press conference and things, because even what they ask and things, everything makes sense, and the man talk to the country, Trev. Man talk to the country, and that was a blockbuster movie for me. When I put it on, because there's no computer, and then I flip through on the TV and I see it on, and I say, wow, look how this brother listen to this country, bringing proper, concise information to this country, and these low lives that it have as up. And Pastor G, it's not that they even comment positive enough. They're not even comment neutral soldier. To say that they're taking the man's name out of the dotishness, and let me discuss the issue that a second. The issue that's be neutral enough. But they just come with a dotish, one-sided, bias, negative dotishness that's not helping this country at all. And as far as the commissioner inquiry is concerned, what the man to do? All the media, all these so-called intelligent people allowing these ingrates, these how to put it, but these enablers of illiteracy and dunceness to prevail. You understand? Everybody is like, so it's only Kamla Prasad and Dr. Mumilal and all of them are integrity. Everybody named the tarnishing to have the way in this country to try and bring down this government and the country on a whole. And I find it's a nonsense. All everybody just, well, not you and all of us who just challenge the enablers, but who have this set up as guides and things of this country. They're not challenging this nonsense that's taking place in the country, Papa G. And I really hope it changes. Have a good one, Papa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to play for you, Dr. Rowley, yesterday at the conversation for the people, with conversation with the Prime Minister.
Hello, Papa G.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
I want to play for you what Dr. Rowley had to say. All right? So you need to join me on the live. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
After Dr. Rowley is Stuart Young, CNN forever, my sweet, nice, black bald head Prime Minister. Sorry, Kamla, you wouldn't make it.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, I want to play for you, Dr. Rowley, part of the conversation with the Prime Minister. I want to play for you I want to play two clips for you, two videos for you of what they're claiming or what they are touting about as being a spoiled child or a child who can't have his way, and this is how he behaves when he can't have his way. I want you to join me to see, and you tell me, you come on the live and you listen to Dr. Rowley and you tell me. You tell me, because we are allowing people to tell us how they think. You see how they feel? How they feel about a situation they want to impose on us to think and feel the same way when he speaks. And when you listen to what I'm saying to you, when you hear talk show hosts, certain talk show hosts touting about and saying things like, oh, he behaving like a spoiled child who can't have his way. When you hear them pontificating in that way and sharing their their view in a certain way, my question to you is, I want you to look at it. I'm going to play it for you. We're going to talk about it. We have until 2 o'clock. And I want you to share with me. Listen to what Dr. Rowley had to say. And you tell me what you think about this. Listen, you know. Wow. Boy, oh boy. Join me on the live. The Street 919 FM Facebook page. And you can join me on YouTube on Iwer TV. And tell me what are your thoughts.
Going through a trauma, we're grieving. There's nobody in this country who I think has not been touched and who have not felt the pain of those people who got sucked into that pipeline at Pointe-a-Pierre, at Paria. I don't think there's anybody in this country who could be so heartless as not to feel that. The government has a responsibility to ensure, as I've said to the families, in expressing deepest condolences from the government, to ensure that whatever happened there, we get to the bottom of it. And of course, whoever is responsible will be identified, and wherever there's responsibility and liabilities to be applied, they'll be applied. Civilized people. But of course, having said that, you would hear the accusation that the Prime Minister has said nothing. A commitment like that is nothing. But in the meantime, every ambulance chaser, every ghoul, every political opportunist, every 2x4 fireside lawyer who you haven't seen, hey, by the way, Papa, glad to see you. Hey? They're all out trying to make mayhem of a tragedy that has traumatized this country. The government's job is to facilitate and ensure that there is a proper investigation. Immediately the issue is who is to investigate. The government looks at what the assignment is and was fortunate to get 5 people, 2 of whom would have come from external, from areas where this kind of problem is an everyday issue, safety in pipelines in the energy industry. We asked Shell, we asked BP. Lend us one of your experts to look at this problem. We asked the Energy Chamber, name somebody to go on the committee. And we thought we had a team fit for purpose. What's the story? The minute you name the people, they come under sustained attack. Because according to the opposition, the loyal opposition, the only people in this country who have integrity and who would not cover up this disaster are the kleptocrats from the UNC. Everybody else will engage in cover-up, whether they come from Shell in Australia, whether they come from BP in Houston, whether they come from the Energy Chamber appointment. And how ridiculous is it? Why are you surprised? Recently, the president appointed a new police service commission. I could tell you, I don't know a single person on that commission. But in my duty as Prime Minister, I am to be consulted by the president, and if I have nothing against any of the people, I have no objection. And the president goes ahead under law and appoints. One of the persons that was appointed there is a woman whose husband is a banker. She's a professional person. And here the reason why the opposition leader launched an attack on that woman and excoriated the president for appointing her to the commission. The reason is that the woman, as an expert in her own field, did a job for a bank, and the bank had lent money to a businessman who is a friend of the Prime Minister. And on that basis, that woman was excoriated publicly, and she should not be there, and all kind of conspiracy theory about what we want to do in the Police Service Commission. I don't know the woman. The Energy Chamber picked the their person, sent the name to the cabinet approved the person, and Mr. Eugene Tier suddenly become a target for the opposition. This is his expertise, This is his area of expertise. But as far as the opposition is concerned, he will come there to cover up for Paria and for the government. What is there to cover up? I don't know. A pipeline was there, it sucked in people, it killed people, maybe that didn't happen. We'll come out and tell you that didn't happen. As a result of that, as a result of the behavior of the opposition in slandering people, attacking people, the Energy Chamber has lost its person. Mr. Tia has pulled out, said, I will not do this assignment. The international companies have said, well, I don't think they need our help. And of course, I have come to the conclusion that nothing that the government does in appointing any committee, unless we appoint Gopi Singh, Ramdeen, Kamla Basasar, and whoever else, nothing that the government does will satisfy the population that it has been properly done and that the findings are in fact fair and accurate assessments of the situation. I've come to that conclusion. As a matter of fact, I will not go now and ask many people to serve on a committee because I know what they'll tell me. Let me know. But a committee has to be put in place. What do we do? Where do we find these people from Mars who in this society, if you could go and disqualify somebody for being an employee who did a job in a bank, and that bank had lent money to a person who is supposed to be the friend of the Prime Minister, and make a link to disqualify the person, where are we going to find people to serve on this committee? Who in this country in the energy sector are we going to find? An energy sector that is owned by the government and has consistently been government control. Where are you going to find them? Help me out here. I'll tell you where we're going to find them. I have today instructed the Minister of Energy on behalf of the cabinet to cancel the arrangement that was made public. And therefore there will be no 5-man committee of the experts that were made public. Because even before they've done the job, the population has been so riled up into not accepting any work that they've done, that's a waste of time now. And the next best thing is that, okay, we are giving these experts 45 days to go down there, look at what has happened, tell us what has happened, and of course that wouldn't remove or change anybody's liability. It wouldn't change the fact that what happened, and who went in. That wasn't going to change it. Was just go there with your expertise. Tell us what happened, what shouldn't have happened, who is responsible, where the liabilities are, and where the improvements are to come. You have to cancel that. Are we going to have a commission of inquiry? Because apparently that is what will satisfy. A commission of inquiry. Because some people believe that let's play courthouse with it. We'll have an army of lawyers. We'll spend hundreds of millions of dollars if we can, certainly millions of dollars, and we will bring it into a commission of inquiry. The main reason, according to our colleagues, is that we'll be able to call and summon and cross-examine and all of these things. And of course, having done all of that, nobody's integrity will be at risk. Nobody's attempt to cover up, and we will certainly get it done that way. So, the cabinet will be approached to appoint a commission of inquiry. We will make it a 3-man commission. The same people that BP or Shell or EOG or Total or ENI will go to find experts to look at their situation. If this happened in their company, the government of Trinidad and Tobago will go there and hire expertise there to be involved in this commission of inquiry. Because that may satisfy some people in this country. Because nobody in Trinidad and Tobago who know anybody in the government, if your grandmother, cousin, men in labor is involved, is to cover up. And all kinds of, but what is in fact happening is that where there's hurt, where there's pain, it has been converted to politics of the worst kind. I'm not against anybody going and praying with anybody. I'm not against anybody defending their party officer in a situation, but to convert this hurt into the politics it has been converted into because of opportunities seen by some people. We don't see it so in this government. We see it that right-thinking people must know that we have in this country the ability to examine a situation like this. And if bringing in external experts will comfort those who believe that is only corruption and cover-up will take place, then we'll do that. Because we want you to be comforted. And whatever the finding is, those are the facts, those are the liabilities, these are the problems, and these are the recommendations for solutions. So there we go. In the next few days, you will hear more about this. As we speak now, our country...
All right, children, we're going for a break. When we come back, I want you to answer me. This is the rant of a spoiled child or somebody who can't get away and they Children, we're coming back after the break and talk to you. Talk to you right after this. Boy, oh boy, I don't know. Our country. Please, stay with me.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale. From the studio to the stage, every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. Right here on the street, 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Get ready! Pretty British, Brother J, and Ali Berry presents Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. Drink your water and mind my business.
I go drink water and mind my business.
Saturday, April 16th at the Onyx venue, 27A Queensway, Bletchley, Milton Keynes, featuring the big band in the business, Iwer George.
Yes, and this is me, Iwer George, the big boss in the business. April 16th, Soca Madness Part 1. Yes, I'm going to be in London. I'm coming to shell it.
If I had one wish, and Skinny Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying, yo, London, April 16th. It's all about the Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. I will be there.
Music by DTTP. Rigo Suave, the stage guard. Selector G, Survival #1, and DJ Winks. Tickets available on Eventbrite UK. Early bird tickets, £25 from March 6th. For more info, call Allison at 447588376951. Trini British 447404-050703. And Brother J 447508-862 718. Saturday, April 16th. Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. London, it's your turn.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. Don't know.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday for the program Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going with Steve Antoine as regards to land space for the celebration of Emancipation Day every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk on the Street 919 FM.
Do you need a business consultation? Would you like to learn about investing? Maybe you were looking for investment opportunities. Well, Len Capital Certificates is the company you've been looking for. We're located at number 9 to 11 Fitch Street South, Woodbrook, and our contact number is 324-LEN. That's 324-LENN. Get in touch with us today and we can help you grow your business, make better financial decisions, and enable you to earn a passive income. Feel free to ask about our precious gem packages. But remember, at Len Capital Certificates, it's all about you.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108. Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home or, get this, You can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestateTT.com. O'Neill is spelled ONEIL, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, and you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Tuesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Sometimes it's price, Lord.
Money can't buy your class.
So the riches, so they cross and cross. Why?
Money can't buy your class.
Sing it, they have plenty money, but
no class.
Plenty money, but
no class.
Mucho big dinero, but
no class.
Vive with me poquito.
No class.
Some men just have a bag of money, but no manners or etiquette. They were dragged up with no courtesy. Words like please and thanks they forget. Matthew chapter 19 and verse 24. Rich man's way to heaven.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm going to open up the phone lines, but before I do so, if I don't talk about this, I won't feel good. So I have to mention this in my program today because I have a real problem with this country where these things are concerned. So let me show you what I need to talk about. Right? I'm including this into my conversation today. So, yesterday, this was found in a warehouse. Come on live and you'll see what I'm talking about. So yesterday, in a warehouse in Central, this was found. Now, people are saying that the owner of the warehouse, nothing is going to happen to him or her. Nothing is going to happen to him or her. People draw reference to the marijuana that was found in the chicken. You all remember that? Let me refresh your memory. There was a container filled with chicken on our port. Leaving the port, they followed it to where it was supposed to go. And when the question was asked to the owner of the container, he said, quoting, "I ordered the chicken, not the marijuana." Look at these rifles. I'm tempted to think that like somebody want to overthrow this country. Huh? I am wondering. Look at the ammunition. Look at this ammo. Come on in live. These ammunitions were found at a warehouse in Central. I want to show you something else. Let me show you something else. Let me show you now. Let me show you some stuff. So the guns and ammunitions were found. The ammo was found. Watch. So the guns and the ammo for the guns too. Look at it. Found in a warehouse in Chaguanas. When they questioned the owner of the warehouse, what do you think he gonna say? Me not know that. How did they up there? Let it be found in my house now. Let's just say in my guest bedroom, I have let's say I have a storage room. Well, that might be too far. They will say, yeah, Google, come on, you're playing games. All right, so I have a storage in San Fernando, a building that does storage. Right? And they come and see these guns in that storage building. You think small fry me? No name me? Could them not line? Hey, the warehouse is mine, you know. But that's ain't mine, you know. You think so? You tell me. Trinidad and Tobago. But I want to show you the container. I want to show you how it pack in barrels. You know, imagine, and I'm really tempted to ask the question: is somebody planning an overthrow? Somebody planning something in Trinidad and Tobago that we need to be a little more aware of, conscious of? Is there something happening on the low that we're not aware of? Just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. I want to show you how they pack this thing. Look at how they pack this thing. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah, look at this now. Come on the live and see how they pack it in a container. This is a container was packed in. Oh yeah. You see, they're talking about sacrifice and all kind of nonsense. There's no sacrificing our children. The youths that they want to put this in the hands of, that's not sacrifice. Come on in live and see how they pack it. And you see the sponge that they put around it? If you're scanning, that sponge would kind of, boy, I don't know now. I am wondering where we going with this. Where we going? So, I am asking a question today. And I would like to talk to somebody in authority. If it's a commissioner, police, anybody know his number? Send it for me now, please. I would just like to ask a question. The question I would like to ask is, the owner of the warehouse, is there any consequences? Is there any consequence to this being in his warehouse or her warehouse? That's a question I'm asking. You know, they say Spanish bringing in all the guns. That's what they were saying. They say no Spanish. They say no Spanish. This a loco. Loco. This a no Spanish bringing in this. Who bringing in this? How this end up in our warehouse in Shogunas? Anybody can answer that for me? Just asking for a friend. Anybody could answer this for me, and I would be very happy if someone could send me the commissioner number. Please, I beg of you, send it to me. I'll call him live on radio. I'd like to ask, what's the consequences of these weapons being in a private establishment? Huh? That's a question I have to ask. So, while we fighting up with the opposition and their behavior, as Dr. Rowley said, Dr. Rowley made mention of it, he said that the only time the opposition will be happy in this country is when you put them at the helm of the inquiry or at the helm of the investigation. Once you put a UNC there, then you will then hear, yes, it will be fair. Yes, the investigation will be thorough. Huh? There's many questions to ask. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pastor Google, when I heard the Prime Minister last night, I checked the problem. You know the problem in this country right now? The garbage bin, African people and them who will be in state. They come right now and she's shaking this country for what they do. And the African are keeping them up in this country. And you take all them guns and things. If them will be here, African other people, Dr. Rowley, they're on African people. Dr. Rowley good till it can come. Because I think already on. Dr. Rowley will open our eyes.
All right, thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good job as always. Pastor Google, all of that is distraction. And I want to know why they don't want the investigation. They know what happened down there? I have heard the union leaders and all the other people who say they are for the people. They speak to the people like not as if they don't exist. I remember CPEP when Mr. Manning invented this CPEP company. And the people, all they say the people eating, like pig in a trap, they say all sort of things, they paint and stone, all sort of stuff. They say, but the business people talk so harsh. They speak to people as if, you are nothing and nobody say anything. So many people are being killed. You're not hearing the opposition talking about that, how much gun. They should be saying how these guns get here, how that. I saw the video with the guns in a barrel. Of course, it's on your campaign. When the UNC and they were going after the CPEP contractors and saying anything they find in a home is jail for them. Come on, people, wake up and say no to the opposition. And they're not about country. Thank you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Someone asked a question on Facebook. I just want to read this comment on Facebook. Someone said, what do you think A revolution is fought with flowers in a barrel or a banquet. I hope how is a war fought? Interesting question, Texas. Hello, good afternoon.
Mr. Google, how are you, sir?
I am good, sir.
You know, it's my comfort, boy. It's my comfort. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth unto whosoever he will. Let the opposition fight with that. I go on.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Uncle Sterling.
Peace and blessings to you and your family, big brother.
Yeah, man.
Pastor Google, I watched this Ghana ammunitions that they found today or yesterday, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you talk about the container seasoned chicken. But Pastor Google, remember we had a man in this country where they find guns, drugs, ammunition in a tank over 20 feet off the ground. Remember we find real ammunition here in, maybe, if I'm mistaken, maybe sometime in last year, real guns and ammunition, Pastor Google. We heard nothing. Now this come up. You know what Mr. Alexander said? They have to get in to the bottom of that. You know what the whole say, Pastor Google? Look how much time we find all these guns and ammunition and drugs. And up to today, we ain't hear one person, not one person, stand responsibility. Pastor Google, drugs leave Trinidad and Tobago, been found in outer state. No one, Pastor Google, no one. A man asked the question to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago yesterday evening about the hanging in Trinidad and Tobago. And he explained, Pastor Google, I asked the question concerning the judiciary in Trinidad and Tobago, Pastor Google, and my Prime Minister and all have that kind of lack of confidence in the judiciary system in Trinidad and Tobago. That is why, Pastor Google, all these guns and ammunition could end up in Trinidad and Tobago. You hear, Pastor Google? I tell them in 2010, we dealing with a criminal regime that we put in Parliament in Trinidad and Tobago and still have them in the Parliament at Trinidad and Tobago. Pastor Google, what we expect? What we expect, Pastor Google, and his more to come.
All right.
Pastor Google, have us decent and a blessed and major guide can protect you throughout this day and all the days ahead. Thanks, Pastor Google, for the time.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I am okay.
All right. Hope your ancestors keeping safe. But I know I was trying to intrigue on your program yesterday, but what I was trying to tell you, when Mr. Manning, may he go rest in peace, when he changed the 20 cross.
Well, remember, he didn't change it, eh? I keep hearing people saying he changed it. Remember when they wanted it when just now when when Mr. Satmaraj they took him to court, they took the government to court to change the Trinity cross because they found it to be Christian.
Right.
And Mr. Manning went to court with them.
Yes, I know that.
Right?
Yes, I know.
And they lost the case. And they took it to the Privy Council.
Yes, I understand that.
And they won the case. And that is how the Trinity Cross was changed from Trinity Cross.
Right.
But my thing is, people who are adamant that the changing of the Trinity Cross was the issue of the whole dynamics or changing up of the whole dynamics of Trinidad and Tobago, what is the highest award of Trinidad and Tobago right now?
Well, the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
And what is the word Trinidad come from? Trinity.
Trinity.
So what is the big difference? It's just that it's just semantics with words, really?
Good, but Mr. Google, what I trying to show to you is the pressure that these people put. Look at the trend that's taking place with the 4 bodies that drunk. Look at what's taking place. Is the pressure that they put on us, our people here. Look at the trend that's taking place with this barrier thing that's going on. Look at the politics that's playing. Read the statement that the gentleman that resigned from the committee, what he said. This is the pressure these people intend to put on black people in this country to take over your house. This is what I'm saying to you. And we sit down here and taking that. We sit down in this country, you God, and taking this thing from these people. What happened to our African people? Why we not open our eyes?
Well, people would say that is democracy at work.
It is democracy at work, but they come here.
All right.
They come here, meet me here. I teach them everything. I teach these people everything that they know. You go down St. James when they said to think down there, they give them the name off and the street after them.
All right, let me
God, what is they doing to us?
All right, caller. Thanks
what
very
are they doing
much.
to us?
All right, thank you very much. I would have liked to talk to that person who was online a while ago. And let me just say thanks to the person who sent me the number for Commissioner. I got a number for him. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah. You tell me this strong man I Scott now at him in the parliament and all them keep see all it like Scott and why they take up and beat them and call out with all the
Oh Lord. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Dr. Google.
Yes, sir.
God's afternoon to you, sir.
Same
How are you?
I'm good.
I want you good, I happy, you know. You know, Proverbs Proverbs chapter 26 says, a whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, a rod for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. I keep telling the Prime Minister and the government, do not answer these fools. Do not answer them. You make them wise when you answer them. And it's about time we wise up. The Prime Minister talk about the judiciary. The judiciary, they have their own, not all of them, but they have their own. They are part of the problem in this country. You know what I'm saying? The judiciary, not all of them, they are part of the problem in this country. They want to see exactly what they want to see. But may I remind them, all they have to do is to just go to Colombia and to Mexico and some of those places and have seen what injustice have caused. Habakkuk says, justice have gone out in the street. Ecclesiastes says, when justice is not carried out speedily, the heart of man is set in them to do evil. And this is the problem in this country. Pastor Google, this thing started way back in 1990 when the young fellas in this country, whoever influenced them to take up arms.
But you know, Pastor Johnson, while I hear you and I understand what you're saying, But you know, I want to show a documentary. And I'm going to show it. And every time I say I want to show it, something happens and it just throws me off. But I want to show this nation a documentary about Dolce and what used to happen under that time with Dolce in this country. And you know, when we look at that video, a lot of things that we have been seeing will be put in proper perspective.
I agree with you. You know, when he was in prison, he sent for me to come to talk with him.
You know why?
Well, because he realized he was going to die.
Apart from that, Pastor Johnson, don't let me remind you why. There's a reason why, and I will tell you why. You remember the situation with the volcano?
Yes.
Okay. And you think that he would not have heard or see what happened?
Well, sure.
And you think if a man, just like with Elijah and the prophets on the mount, you think now when a man in a situation and he saw what happened in his community and a man show up, the flags wasn't helping the situation.
No.
The man removed the flags and the situation quell. Exactly. You think if I'm in a situation where I need supreme help, divine help, I will call for who pull up. Look, Pastor Johnson, let me leave that alone now, because.
But all right. But hear me, and I understand where you're going. And listen, the solution is in our hands, Pastor Gogo, and that is why 2025, Vision 2025. Mr. Manning says Vision 2020. Dr. Rowley says Vision 2030. God says Vision 2025. People have to decide. The church have to decide.
No, the church too.
No, don't stop. You see, God have moved out a lot, and He will continue to do that because God will have Himself a people. Brother Cyrilo came here in 1985, brother, and Dr. Pastor Gogo. And Brother Cyrilo said Trinidad. I was right there in Hilton in Port of Spain, close to 3,000 ministers of the gospel. Brother Cyrilo said Trinidad is at a spiritual crossroad. 1985, 1990, we have the problem. Since then, look what have been happening. When I saw this thing in Pointe-à-Pied, you know what the Lord clearly showed me? This is witchcraft. This is people who are involved in selling souls. I'm not calling no name. I am just telling you this is what has happened. And the opposition is trying to throw it somewhere else. Because they are part and parcel of the same thing. Sick, as my wife will say, for years I've been studying, she always saying half a dozen and six of the other. I say, but what are you really saying? Until I understood that it means they are no different. The whole thing is that we have to see the backside of what the devil is doing through these people in this country of ours. This country does not belong to those who worship all kind of other things. It belongs to the God who created it. The God who have called it by His name. This Trinidad here is very important to the world. That is why all this set of witchcraft and sorcery and all this set of thing is going on, that people do not understand what is happening. And the judiciary and all of these people are part of the whole thing. So what is being done, the whole thing is to set up the country. If they cannot rule it, destroy it.
All right.
And that will not happen under my watch in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much.
Many times, sir.
You're most welcome.
So we say, when will we stop falling into the same trap? Oh, when will mankind learn to see? Oh, stray from Jehovah's roadmap.
All right, so the time now it is 1:35 and counting. You know, my time on radio is very short, so we want to keep it close, concise. All right, I want to play for you something Dr. Rowley said again. Listen to this from the Honorable Prime Minister. Last night, conversations with the people. All right, the Prime Minister, conversation with the nation of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to what the Prime Minister had to say.
Where are we going to find people to serve on this committee? Who in this country in the energy sector are we going to find? An energy sector that is owned by the government and has consistently been government control. Where are you going to find them? Help me out here. I'll tell you where we're going to find them. I have today instructed the Minister of Energy on behalf of the Cabinet to cancel the arrangement that was made public. And therefore there will be no 5-man committee of the experts that were made public. Because even before they've done the job, the population has been so riled up into not accepting any work that they've done, that's a waste of time now. And the next best thing is that, okay, we are giving these experts 45 days to go down there, look at what has happened, tell us what has happened, and of course that wouldn't remove or change anybody's liability. It wouldn't change the fact that what happened, and who went in. That wasn't going to change it. It was just go there with your expertise. Tell us what happened, what shouldn't have happened, who is responsible, where the liabilities are, and where the improvements are to come. You have to cancel that. Are we going to have a commission of inquiry? Because apparently that is what will satisfy. A commission of inquiry. Because some people believe that let's play courthouse with it. We'll have an army of lawyers. We'll spend hundreds of millions of dollars if we can, certainly millions of dollars, and we will bring it into a commission of inquiry. The main reason, according to our colleagues, is that we'll be able to call and summon and cross-examine and all of these things. And of course, having done all of that, nobody's integrity will be at risk. Nobody's attempt to cover up, and we will certainly get it done that way.
Every stone shall be upturned and false government shaken, while God's truth and his people are lifted high, so high. The Father never needed religion or systems of earth. His truth stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God's statutes changes never, no man. True government is when God leads my leaders. Oh, oh yeah. True government is when God instructing the leader. You're listening to the Father. Oh, oh, oh. Will hear me lament for true government, from the president to the parliament, transforming the government, yeah. Affecting the vagrant on the pavement. We want a leader that is heaven.
Good. We give God praise for this opportunity to speak to our nation and to the nations of the earth, and specifically one more time to our Prime Minister. This is what the Lord said to me. I'm giving the nation a homework to do. Read Jeremiah chapter 22 in as many versions as you can. But I have taken it from the Message version to speak today. And it is this. The Lord said to me, go down to the house of the king of Judah, and by the principle of similitude, go down to the diplomatic center and speak to the leader and declare, this is God's message: attend to matters of justice, set things right between people, rescue victims from their exploiters. Don't take advantage of the homeless, the orphans, the widows. Stop the murderings. Then he said, I will give to you Mr. Prime Minister, the Joseph mandate in reverse.
Going back to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, Pastor Google. You know why they can't understand Dr. Rowley? He is too honest for them to understand, and they haven't got the intelligence that he has. So with that now, they could never understand what he's doing. And all they are good for is that things that are not right and truthful, and that is what they believe in. And the only way they might get somebody to run this inquiry or do whatever it is, they believe you should go in jail and pick up some people and bring them out. Those are the people they could deal with. All right?
Okay.
And you're referring about who finds guns and whatever. If they come to a person's home and they had a ounce of marijuana or cocaine, they're carrying on grandmother, mother, and everybody else. Much more all them guns I see on television the other night. Like it had an open war to take place in Trinidad and Tobago as far as I see. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Tobago in the house. Good afternoon to everybody. And happy Women's Day. Pastor Google, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I think like they wanted a prime minister like Miss Kamala beside the sister, where she was always advised and people always talking down to she. We want a strong leader, and that is what we are getting out of Dr. Rowley. Right? Some people will say that he is harsh, but Pastor Google, dealing with weak type of people today, you need somebody like that. You need somebody like that. And Pastor Google, I know that it would have lead down this way with this thing with Paria and the contractor and people there. Pastor Google, they don't taint this something. So no matter what results did come out, people of themselves would not be satisfied. Will not be satisfied. But with this inquiry thing, what does come out of this inquiry thing is the next thing. You have Kamala Bisa Sadam putting she foot in she mouth. She trolls, she wanna be politicians and them poisoning the minds of some people, even the youth, because you don't show it already what some youths think. The union, before the union and them study to negotiate for people raise a pay and thing, they running down dead body. They're like ambulance chaser. So Pastor Google, I want the Prime Minister to do what is best for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, whether we like it or not. So Pastor Google, I locked on and listening.
Okay, Pastor Google, these things are not going to stop, you know. Miss Kamala Fasad, he said that she would make this country ungovernable. And they're doing everything they possibly could do for people to get fed up. It have those who would get fed up and be very stupid and would be sorry after. But then
Paula, you have to send over that voice note. It's very sad.
Morning, Pastor. I think I not really think. I agree with you with overture, because all these other guns is something planning. Yes, something planning.
Live and see all the packets and you see.
In this country, we have many social media experts in all things. But for some reason, we don't have no one who are experts in listening. Because if people paid attention to all the things that the UNC have been saying, have said, and continue to do, all they do and say is to mirror what they do, express what they have done. It's called transference. Listen to them carefully. They are describing themselves to a T. If you listen to them, you'd realize it's a description of themselves, their party, their politics, and their political style. But we have experts in all things except listening. And then we have the so-called some people in the media who just take everything that these people spout on a social media platform without question and run it as facts in the news. No verification, no fact-checking. That's why we have no journalists of integrity in this country anymore, apparently. We just have plenty of people who just spread information. That cash and guns and ammunition is nothing new. Everybody knows that it's the people who have the ability to import, export, and the money to import, export.
I don't even know where the call coming from. The call just come in. All right. I'm going back to the phone lines in a little bit. Let me place out some of these voice notes here.
Pastor Google, a pleasant good afternoon to you, the listeners, callers, texters of the Street 919 FM. Pastor Google, you see what that finding there? Let us put 1 and 1 together, right? They went to the courts to amend that
Eric, you can't
make murder.
You can't be listening to Uncle Sterling and talking.
The big guns, the bigger shipment passing already, so they put the small one as a distraction. When you get distracted with the small one, the big one go past.
Very interesting.
Good afternoon to you, big brother, and to your listeners. We both know somebody's planning to sacrifice our little children, or that of the lives of our young people. And we both know that nothing is going to come out of this. Because I'll tell you something, too many times we have people in the police service. This is not my view, this is not your view, this is my view. Right? Not the radio station's view. Too many times we have people in high places, people that wear jacket and tie, people in the police service, people in the customs, all over, right? That are being paid, right, to cover for the big fishes, right? And nothing is going to come out of it because here what? Somebody is greasing somebody's hand to make the guns pass and all the illegal drugs. Somebody is letting the cocaine pass according to David Redder. Somebody letting the cocaine pass. Somebody letting the cocaine pass. Somebody letting the guns pass too. Right? And we had to be aware of that. Lockdown and listening, Rich Homsey.
Right.
Pastor Google, good evening. I said it. Because of the OWTU and the opposition tried the case in public and found Paria guilty. They tarnished that because they went in and give out information and talking about this and they tell about and who turned on valve and all kind of nonsense. Even the OWTU petitioned one of the director's house, private home. And also, when you look at the company that put out a statement by Ramdeen, putting out statement, and then Paria now had to reply to them. I mean, the whole thing tarnished. So scrap that because whatever came out from that, they would have say political interference and all kind of nonsense. The UNC would have come and say, and the OWT would have support them with that, and David Abdullah and the
Pastor Google down next PNM Pastor there. But them only talk about evil, but they know the PNM is an evil, wicked government, but they don't like black people at all. They don't like their own Pastor Google. You know that PNM have to go.
Pastor Google, I humbly apologize for that last voice note. Because I'd love to hear Brother Sterling's contribution at times. Yes, what I was saying, let's put 1 and 1 together, right? The attorneys for the opposition and have went to the court and meant to make murder a bailable offense, right? And now we come and we get this finding of all these guns and ammunition. Is it in their psyche and in their mind, or I wouldn't believe, in my opinion, that they are planning to cause some sort of riot or sacrificial? I don't know, let's ask them questions, right? Or they want to see blood flow, like what the former Prime Minister said, if we fail.
The bottom line, this government cannot be trusted, right? Up to now, the explosion in, I can't remember the name of the company, up to now, no accountability. This government is about the self, the finances, the friends and the family. Corruption, nepotism. This is all this government is about.
Right, so I just have about 5 more minutes. We can take some calls, 342-0081, 7711-791-466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
And I too have concern. These set of ammunition as a fine. But I want to tell all who say that this government in care, Kamala and them, they care so much that anybody who they had on a board was comfortable, such as the Integrity Board. A man was an attorney general, made a law, and went out of office, went and challenged the same law. $400 million like fought. A prime minister saying the war is on the land, not on the sea. And when caught, says she never said that. People will call a bag of alu. Them care about Orient. And I want to tell all you that it have 5 years by this government. And this government has called election on time. The former government refused to call election on time. They look for extension of 3 months, 14 days to keep and feed the friends. I want to tell all you that. And all you must know that Dr. Rowley is one of the leaders that is for Trinidad and Tobago. Kamala was for Mulilal, and she partnered, and all of them was feasting like nothing. It was nothing to Orient. And I know that this government didn't care about nobody. That is why all you're calling him a dictator. A dictator, but all you're saying all kind of things. But the other man who responsible for people can't live in this country. $400 million in the life of people are dead. All those comfortable with that, and right. I just want to tell all you, this government was voted to last 4 years, and all you're moving them. Thank God saying, if all you believe we dotish and we could sit down there and take it, and then respond to all you. We want to tell Kamala that the area where she's walking in, she must not look for work properly, because William is the man who says she will be like Johnny Walker. Take that. If all you believe is stupidity, that nobody must sit down here and allow all you to get away with that. We wouldn't. I want all you to know from now on, we ain't taking that. This thing all you're saying about this government didn't care about nobody. Kamala didn't care so much, eh? That's why she went 3 months extra in the constituency. But she pardoned all your dirty set of people. If she care about all that, look how she treats Jack Warner.
All right,
she said all kind of things about Yalagau. All you ain't watching that, eh?
All right, Mr. Polispin.
Thank you.
Problem number one is so plain and simple.
All right, so my time has gone.
Sentence God to death.
Caller, you have to be really quick. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, caller, you have to be really quick.
Yeah. What the agency has done is that people who are capable of serving as public servants will no longer make themselves available. And only those who are looking for the limelight or probably to manipulate the system might be those available. Because they're not willing to pass laws in Parliament again. And right now, they're not willing to support any committee in government who chooses to give people the impression that this government is whatever. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, Sean Tomigo, so I'm out of here, not out of things to say, but I'm out of time. So we'll talk tomorrow. Please go remember on Friday, we have the minister in the Ministry of Education, Miss Lisa Morris Julian, and she's going to be with me on Friday.
Views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday for the program Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going with Steve Antoine as regards the land space for the celebration of Emancipation Day every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk on the Street 919 FM.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale. Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife Nikki Garcia for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16 verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Get ready! Pretty British, Brother J, and Ali Berry presents Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. Drink your water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Saturday, April 16th at the Onyx venue, 27A Queensway, Bletchley, Milton Keynes, featuring the big band in the business, Iwer George.
Yes, and this is me, Iwer George, the big boss in the business. April 16th, Soca Madness Part 1. Yes, I'm going to be in London. I'm coming to shell it.
Skinny Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying, yo, London, April 16th. It's all about the Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. I will be there.
Music by DTTP, Rigo Suave, the Stage God, Selector G, Survival Number 1, and DJ Wince. Tickets available on Eventbrite UK. Early bird tickets, £25 from March 6th. For more info, call Allison at 447588376951. Trini British 447404-050703. And Brother J 447508862718. Saturday, April 16th. Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. London, it's your turn.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the street.